Hello, welcome to another tutorial for Paddy 4.3. Very excited. The Novation Nocturn now supported. Many people asked for it. Handy little MIDI controller here. I ordered it just recently and I really like it. It's very small. It has 8 controllers up here with LEDs. It has a slider in the middle. This controller we can't really use for our purposes. It's used internally. 8 buttons down here and another 8 buttons that we can't really use. The only ones we'll use are these page buttons here. Very cute. Some people use it. It's a reasonably inexpensive MIDI controller. Highly recommended, especially with a laptop. It works really well. You can see it has LEDs that move with the controllers. As you change pages, the LEDs are changing. So, what do we need to do in Paddy 4.3 in the alpha version? First thing, you need to get a device template from the Paddy website, Novation Nocturn, either for 3 pages or for 13 pages in the Novation. Download it, download them, save them, and then put them in the Novation software. Comes with a device, installs very easily, really not a big problem at all. You can see the Novation pops up immediately. Here you go on the template, you hit edit mapping, you open up the mapping you like here, and then I would set it as default. And that's really it. You're done. I loaded the 13 pages here, as you can see. Very neat. As you turn a knob here, you can see it changes already in the this graphical user interface. I'm sure we'll find some other uses for this at some point, but you can very quickly test that your device actually works. Right, let's click this away and focus on Paddy here. So, as usual, Paddy, preferences, basic setup, MIDI, and you check the Novation Nocturn new in the list. At some point I will change this list. It's getting a bit out of hand given what we support now here, but that's okay. Hit OK. And then in our assign menu, there's a Nocturn, nice graphical interface. First thing you need to do is you need to put the MIDI devices on AutoMap MIDI. There are a bunch of other choices, not quite sure what propeller head is. Doesn't really matter. What you want is AutoMap MIDI. That's the driver that comes with Novation. Okay. And then in the normal fashion, you click on any of these controls. On the right hand side, you pick what you like. All right, let's start. Let's just map our basic first couple of sliders here. Exposure, highlights. Let's move the slider to, let's do something like saturation so we can see what's happening. You'll see in a second why this sliders requires some getting used to. Okay, but as usual, you just map it out by hitting the buttons, and you know, at some point I'm going to deliver something that is parallel to the pages here. Page number 2, what can we see? Let's take, what can we take? Post crop vignette is a good one. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. You know, let's just map amount and midpoint here. You know the drill, just so we see that it works. And then we also do something on the buttons. Let's go to another page up. Move, you know, map a button here to say some of our zoom, so we can see what's happening. Zoom fit, and then the next button here to zoom 1-on-1. All right, that's it. I'm gonna hit OK. Paddy's gonna restart because I changed the MIDI settings up there. There you go. Quick restart. Whenever the MIDI settings change, that's what we need to do. All right, let's try it out. Turn, and there you go. Temperature turns and tint changes, and our exposure changes. Very neatly done. Watch the LEDs as I move in Paddy. I move the slider there. You see the LEDs reflect the position of the slider. Pretty cool, just like we're used to. Now, the slider in the middle is a bit different because it's not motorized like on the bearing. You know, we mapped it to saturation, so if I move saturation to the right, the slider doesn't move. Now, also, if I wiggle the slider, Lightroom does move. What you have to do is you have to pick up. See, I moved it to the right. I'm picking up the slider in Lightroom, and then I can move it. It's called a pickup setting. It's pretty normal for MIDI controllers. Let's try this again. Go to the left. I wiggle a bit. Nothing happens. I move to the left until I pick up the Lightroom slider, and then I have it, and then I can move it around. It's nothing we can do about that. This is just the way this thing is working on a non-motorized MIDI slider, and we'll have that in other controls as we continue to support them. Now, the page button here, as you can see, changes the pages. You saw the LEDs change, but the Novation does not send a message to Paddy. It's impossible to do that, and it doesn't have a little display. I wish this controller for a couple of dollars more had a little display what page it is on. It's really no feedback. You really have to sort of keep in mind where you are, which is why I think the 3-page setting is going to be comfortable for many rather than the 13, which is going to be hard. So feedback to the Novation guys. Maybe you can do something. Here we go. You know, our stuff works, and if I go one page further, our zoom works as well as we programmed. Very handy, cute little controller, highly recommended, especially for use with a laptop. It's in the new alpha version, hopefully over the Easter weekend, and pretty soon in 4.3 beta.